Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 67th segment of Be Inspired with Buzopat, life-changing reality tonic. Oh, yes. Honorable Ambassador Buzopat.Topic Buzopat is your host. And I am here today on this platform where we embrace our truth that leads to our freedom. Honestly, today we'll be talking on the topic, where can we hide our problems? That's the question. Where can we hide it? And before we rush into trying to analyze that, we need to ask ourselves what exactly is problem, because we need to know what problem is for us to know what we can do with it. And problem is a situation, is a situation regarded as an unwelcomed, or harmful, and needs to be dealt with in order for us to overcome it. Okay, in other words, problem as itself is a situation, like I said, a question or thing, something that that causes difficulty, doubt, stress, unpleasant and undeniably condition that needs to be corrected. When you're dealing with this, you already have a problem. Any of this affecting your life, you say, oh, that's a problem, I already have a problem. And because it's something to be dealt with, okay, then what you do and what you do with it and how you do it becomes very important, and it matters a lot. And so where can you hide the problem? Because if we analyze all this, one will ask, if you hide your problem in your head, you will go mad. If you hide your problem in your heart, you will have heart attack. If you hide your problem in your mouth, you will talk yourself into bigger trouble and mess. And if you hide your problem inside you, you will die untimely. And if you hide your problem with your neighbors, honestly, you will become a community laughing stock. If you ignore your problems, like we always want to tell people, you're prolonging, honestly, the evil day. And if you hide your problems with your relatives, they will mock you silly. And if you hide your problems in your face, you will wrinkle up and you'll become so ugly. And if you disclose your problem in the office, you will lose your respect and you can even be avoided. If you hide your problem in your bed, my dears, you will be so tormented with nightmares that you will not know what you're doing. And if you take your problems to school, you will be so miserable and you fail. If you hide your problems, but with the satanic agents or people who are jumping up and down, Satan will so use you as his ambassador, and he will make your life a living hell. The quite big question is, where can you hide your problems? What can you do with it? And if you ask me honestly, I will tell you, why not put all your problems in a bag and hang them over to God? Drop them at the feet of the cross. Honestly, Jesus Christ is the only way, the only truth, and he's always ready to take up our problems and handle it perfectly. He said, roll everything over to him. If you hear me today, okay, and it doesn't matter what you're going through, it doesn't matter what is happening to you, only him can carry this problem and carry them perfectly. Only Jesus Christ can do that. And he said to us, come to me, all you that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. He wasn't just talking. Everything about him whatever can fade, but his words can never. Is a and amen. It comes to pass. And when he said to you, and to all of us, knock and you shall receive, ask and you shall receive, knock and it shall be open, seek and you shall find. He wasn't joking about it. He knew what the circumstances may be. He knew what we're facing, what will be happening to us. That's why he is God. And he has given us these assurances. And what are we supposed to do with it? No matter what the situation is, when we look around our life, when we look around everywhere, we all think that, most of us think that the problem we have is something that is bigger than us. It's something that nobody understands. That is something that, because especially women that always see themselves as weaker vessels, they always think, he's bigger than me. But my dear, I want us to run through some things. Every woman that has ever worked with God in the Bible, they've all had stories to tell, and it's always been super story. And then we need to ask each and every one of them and see how they look at situations. If you ask Sarah, Sarah will tell you that there's nothing absolutely impossible or difficult with God. If you ask Hagar, Hagar will tell you that it doesn't matter where you are, even in the desert, God is there. If you ask Rahab, it will tell you that God answers prayer. If you ask Ruth, it will tell you that it's never over until it's over with God. If you ask Esther, Esther will tell you that God will make an unworthy person turn an unworthy person into a noble, overnight, And if you ask Elizabeth, Elizabeth will tell you that, oh God, that there will never ever be a barren woman with God, And if you ask Mary, will tell you that, like it will be done according to the word of God, honestly. And if you ask the woman with the issue of blood, it will tell you that God is never late, has never been late, and can never be late. And if you ask Dorcas, Dorcas will tell you that, okay, God never forgets your kindness to another person. So it doesn't matter when we talk about ungrateful people and all that, God doesn't forget. Whatever it is that you've done for your fellow human being with the whole of your heart, it doesn't matter how they pay you back, God doesn't forget it. You can ask Dorcas. God never forgets. So my dearest people all over the world, wherever it is that you whenever you come across this video, I want you to know that everything, if I turn over to men, the list is endless, but the story is still the same. So let's just walk with God. That's just the thing. Walk with God. Hand over everything to him. Give him all the problem. He is the rock of ages. He knows what to do with them. Drop it at his feet. Hang it on the cross. It doesn't matter how heavy you think. Remember, he said, come to me the way you are. It doesn't matter what you're carrying. It doesn't matter how heavy it is. It doesn't matter the load. It doesn't matter the problem. That he will give you rest. And he will take up all those things and take care of it. I don't know who I'm speaking to, but I want to know that it doesn't matter. We've listed wherever you hide it, it will have a repercussion, except you hand it over to God. It doesn't matter what you think you've done. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It doesn't matter how bad it is. It doesn't matter. He is able, he's capable, he's dependable, and he's reliable. Why don't you just try it and see that God will do everything you can't even think of it, because he is our words. No matter how intelligent we are, he can't even fathom. We can't even imagine what God can do. We only see, experimenting him, doing all this when and keep testifying, okay, but God is awesome, and he will ever be super awesome. That's what I need you to do. Just hand it over to him today. Do it today in obedience, and you will never regret it. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Be Inspired with Buzopat. Follow me on Instagram, Be Inspired with Ambassador.Buzo, and join my Facebook family, Be Inspired with Buzopat. See you next week. God bless you. Don't ever forget, God is able, he's capable, he's dependable, and he is reliable. He will do this and more than you ever ask. Peace be with you. See you next week Wednesday. God bless you. Bye.